In the 1891 English cricket season, Somerset County Cricket Club returned to first-class cricket after a 5-year absence. They competed in the county championship, which had been established the previous year, for the first time. Somerset began the season poorly, drawing 1 and losing 2 of their opening 3 fixtures, after which there were some comments in the press questioning whether the club deserved to be playing first-class cricket. A victory over Kent in their next game shifted opinion in their favour, and another win later in the season over Surrey, who won the county championship in both 1890 and 1891, gained them further plaudits. Overall, Somerset won 5, lost 6 and drew 1 of their county championship matches, and finished 5th in the table, level with Kent. Somerset played their home matches at the county ground, Taunton. Regarding Somerset County Cricket Club, and regarding 1891 season, its captain was Herbie Hewitt. Its county championship was 5th, joint. Its most runs was Lionel Palairet, 560. Its most wickets was Sammy Woods, 72. Its most catches was Sammy Woods, 10. Its most wicket-keeping dismissals was Archie Wickham, 15. After 1890, before 1892, the Somerset team predominantly consisted of amateur batsmen, supported by 2 professional bowlers. Lionel Palairet led Somerset's batting in terms of both runs and average during the county championship season, scoring 560 runs at an average of 31.11, and was also the only Somerset player to score a century during 1891. Somerset's professional bowlers, George Nicholls and Ted Tyler, along with an amateur all-rounder, Sammy Woods, did almost all of the bowling for the county. Woods led the bowling tables with 72 wickets at an average of 17.08. Somerset County Cricket Club was founded in 1875 but struggled to establish itself amongst the leading cricketing counties over the subsequent decade. For 4 seasons, from 1882 until 1885, the county side is considered by modern records to have been of first-class status, though contemporary publications were not unanimous in that classification. Nonetheless, even those publications that had counted Somerset among the first-class counties agreed that the club no longer deserved it after 1885, due to a string of heavy losses and matches in which Somerset could not field a full team of 11 players. Meetings were held at the club, and Henry Murray Anderton took over as secretary. Under his leadership, Somerset made significant improvements to their home ground, the county ground, Taunton, until Murray Anderton was satisfied that opponents will want to come here and play. In addition to improving the ground, the secretary targeted university players to add talent to the team, such as the brothers Lionel and Richard Palairet, Vernon Hill, and Sammy Woods, and added 2 professional bowlers, George Nicholls and Ted Tyler. In 1890, Somerset played 13 fixtures against other county sides, winning 12 and tying the other, against Middlesex. Nicholls and Tyler claimed over 200 wickets between them, and Somerset won the second-class county championship. In August 1890, the County Cricket Council, which was responsible for the classification of county sides at the time, kept Somerset among the second-class counties for 1891. At the council's annual general meeting in December of that year, Herbie Hewitt, the club captain, and Thomas Spencer, the joint secretary, were among the voices which led the County Cricket Council to dissolve, and allowed each county to arrange its fixtures. The next day, a meeting of the county secretaries at Lord's unanimously voted for Somerset to be admitted to the first-class county championship, and Somerset scheduled a 12-match fixture list, consisting of home and away fixtures against 6 of the 8 other first-class counties, Gloucestershire, Kent, Lancashire, Middlesex, Surrey, and Yorkshire. During a subsequent gathering in Taunton, Spencer explained that the decision to restrict their fixture list to 12 matches, which meant they did not face either Nottinghamshire or Sussex, was primarily a financial decision. In their preview of the season, Cricket, a weekly record of the game, described this as a sufficiently heavy task, which was onerous enough to try thoroughly their capacity to maintain a place in the front rank. Somerset were captained in 1891 by Herbie Hewitt. During the 1891 season, 22 players appeared for Somerset across the club's 12 county championship matches. 3 players appeared in all 12 matches: the captain, Hewitt, and the 2 professional bowlers, Nichols and Tyler. Although the county were able to field 11 players in all their matches, they still missed some of their better players occasionally, generally due to business or university commitments. Such a situation led to the Joint Secretary, Spencer, making his first-class debut against Yorkshire in July. Team selection was decided by a 6-member panel consisting of the captain, both secretaries and 3 appointed members from the club's general committee. This sometimes made it difficult when last-minute team changes were necessary due to player unavailability, as it was not always possible to reconvene the whole selection committee. Somerset's bowling resources were limited. Only Nichols, Tyler and Woods were recognised bowlers, and between them claimed 169 of the county's 179 wickets. Recognising the reliance Somerset placed on him, Woods bowled slower than he had done earlier in his career. Ron Roberts, the author of A History of Somerset Cricket, praised the variation this provided in Woods' bowling, as Woods finished the season as the club's leading bowler by both wickets taken, 72, and bowling average, 17.08. In their summary of the season, the Taunton Courier noted that none of Nichols, Tyler and Woods particularly shone, blaming their heavy workload. This is not surprising, for the other 5 men tried with the ball only delivered 100 overs between them. Despite only playing 10 of the 12 county championship matches, Lionel Palairet was the club's leading run scorer by over 200 runs, getting 560 runs at an average of 31.11, and was the only player to score a century for Somerset in 1891. Hewitt and Woods also played in representative cricket in 1891. Both appeared for the Gentlemen of England and toured North America as part of Lord Hawke's 11 at the end of the season, while Woods also played 2 matches for the Gentlemen in the Gentlemen v Players fixture, and appeared for the South of England cricket team. The following players made at least 1 appearance for Somerset in the county championship. Age given is at the start of Somerset's first match of the season, the 18th of May 1891. Regarding Somerset players in 1891, here are the names, ages, batting stances, bowling styles, statuses, and county championship appearances. John Challen, 28, right-handed, amateur, 9. Albert Clapp, 24, right-handed, professional, 2. Ernest Evans, 29, unknown, amateur, 1. Gerald Fowler, 24, right-handed, right-arm fast-medium, amateur, 6. Herbert Fox, 32, right-handed, amateur, 1. Joseph Gibbs, 23, right-handed, amateur, 1. Herbie Hewitt, captain, 26, left-handed, amateur, 12. Vernon Hill, 20, left-handed, right-arm fast-medium, amateur, 9. Edward Locke, 22, unknown, amateur, 1. Arthur Newton, W.K., 28, right-handed, amateur, 6. George Nichols, 28, right-handed, right-arm fast-medium, professional, 12. Lionel Palairet, 20, right-handed, right-arm medium pace, slow, underarm, amateur, 10. Richard Palairet, 19, right-handed, amateur, 10. Frederick Poynton, 21, right-handed, unknown, amateur, 2. Cressons Robinson, 26, right-handed, amateur, 11. Bill Rowe, 30, right-handed, right-arm off-break, medium pace, amateur, 7. Hamilton Ross, 41, right-handed, amateur, 1. Thomas Spencer, 40, unknown, amateur, 1. Ted Tyler, 26, left-handed, left-arm orthodox spin, professional, 12. Archie Wickham, WK, 35, right-handed, amateur, 6. Sammy Woods, 24, right-handed, right-arm fast medium, amateur, 11. Wilfred Young, 23, right-handed, amateur, 1. Lionel Palairet led Somerset's batting averages in the county championship, scoring 560 runs at 31.11. Somerset began their county championship campaign with a trip to London to face Middlesex in a match heavily affected by rain. There was no play on the first and last days of the three-day game and just under 5 hours on the other. Somerset's opening batsmen, Hewitt and Gerald Fowler, scored some quick runs, but ultimately with so much time lost the match was drawn. 2 weeks later, Somerset returned to London to face Surrey, the 1890 county champions. Somerset were missing some key players, including Woods and both Palairet brothers. Surrey batted first and scored 449 runs on the first day. Tyler bowled 80 overs, while Nicholls bowled 71.3. Somerset collapsed twice in response, scoring 37 runs in each innings and losing the match by an innings and 375 runs. As of 2023, the defeat remains Somerset's fourth largest innings loss. Somerset hosted Lancashire for their third match of the season. The visitors won the toss and batted first, accruing 210 runs. Somerset then scored 128 runs in their first innings, led by a score of 37 from Lionel Palairet. Their low total meant that for the second successive match, they had to follow on batting again on day 2. The Manchester Guardian reported that at no time did Somerset look like escaping a severe beating. Some attacking batting from Woods helped Somerset to a total of 132, a lead of 50 runs. Lancashire scored the requisite runs in under 45 minutes to win by 9 wickets. The Times remarked that Somerset's play in their opening 3 matches was disappointing, given their success the previous year, while the Sportsman was less kind, saying after Somerset's loss to Surrey that they were first class in classification, at least for the remainder of the season. In mid-July, Somerset travelled to Kent and achieved their first win of 1891. Strong bowling performances from Woods, who took 5 wickets, and Nicholls, who bowled 17 maiden overs, helped limit Kent to 106 runs in their first innings. Lionel Palairet scored 79 runs in Somerset's response, while Challen batted for almost 2.5 hours to score 41 runs. Somerset reached 218 runs in the first innings and then bowled Kent out once more for 160 runs, during which Tyler took 5 wickets. Somerset lost 5 wickets in their second innings chasing down the target but secured both their first win, and Kent's first loss, of the season. Later that month against Gloucestershire, Somerset again managed to dismiss their opponents for a low total. Woods took 6 wickets as Gloucestershire were restricted to 94 runs. 3 Somerset batsmen then scored half-centuries in their first innings. Lionel Palairet scored 53, Richard Palairet 74, and Tyler 62, to help Somerset to a total of 236. In Gloucestershire's second innings, Nicholls bowled economically and claimed 5 wickets for 33 runs as the visiting team could only level the scores, leaving Lionel Palairet to score 1 run in the 4th innings of the match to win it for Somerset. During their 6th match of the season, against Yorkshire, Somerset lost the toss for the 5th consecutive game. Yorkshire batted first and scored 291, Woods and Tyler took 4 wickets each. In reply, Somerset's opening pair of Hewitt and Lionel Palairet started well, sharing a partnership of 56, but they ended up as the county's top scorers with 39 and 76 runs respectively, and Somerset finished on 220, 71 runs in arrears. Yorkshire scored even more runs in their second innings, thanks to a century from George Ullitt, and left Somerset requiring 387 runs to win. No Somerset batsman managed to establish themselves. Hill was the highest scorer in the innings with 30 runs, and Yorkshire won the match by 262 runs. Having played all 6 of their season's opponents once, Somerset held a record of 2 wins, 3 losses and a draw, and began their return fixtures at home against Kent on the 30th of July. The wicket had been affected by heavy rain in the 24 hours before the match, which made batting difficult for both sides in the first innings. Somerset scored 101, only the Palairet brothers and Nichols made double-figure scores, while Kent scored 96. Somerset then added another 189 runs in the second innings. Crescen's Robinson scored a half-century to help the county recover from being 100 for 8. Kent subsequently reached their target of 198 runs to beat Somerset by 4 wickets. In their next match, Somerset visited Yorkshire. The hosts batted first, and started poorly, losing 3 batsmen for the addition of just 13 runs. One of these, Robert Frank, had to retire hurt after being hit in the hand by a high full toss bowled by Woods and took no further part in the match. Woods ultimately took 5 wickets in the first innings to help limit Yorkshire to 175 runs. He was also key to Somerset's first innings batting, being one of 2 players, along with Lionel Palairet, to score half-centuries as the visitors scored 201. Woods was again prolific in Yorkshire's second innings, taking 6 more wickets to finish the match with 11 in total, one of 2 10-wicket hauls taken by Somerset bowlers that season. Yorkshire were dismissed for 116 runs, and Somerset then scored 91 runs to win by 6 wickets. Travelling to Manchester to face Lancashire, Somerset had the worst of the batting conditions. Stormy weather delayed the start of the match and made batting difficult in Somerset's first innings, though the Report in Cricket, a weekly record of the game, praised their score of 156 as a creditable achievement given the conditions. Tyler took 5 wickets in Lancashire's response, as the hosts scored 215. Somerset struggled at the start of their second innings, losing 4 wickets for 44 runs before another rain shower stopped play. Batting again the next morning on a difficult pitch, Somerset collapsed to 92 all out, and Lancashire scored the 31 runs they needed to win by 8 wickets. The day after completing their match against Lancashire in Manchester, Somerset returned to Taunton to face Surrey. To that point in the 1891 season, Surrey were undefeated in first-class matches and were considered champions-elect. Somerset's county ground was full, with an estimated 3,500 people present on the first day. Somerset batted first, and on a good surface put on 194 runs for the first innings, of which Hewitt got the highest score with 55. Surrey only scored 154 on their first attempt, but did avoid having to follow on, which had looked likely at one stage. In Somerset's second innings they scored 331, based on a good team batting performance. 9 of the 10 players who batted hit double figures, led by Challen's 89 and Lionel Palairet's 60. Surrey needed 372 runs to win, but there were only 5 hours left in the match, so they batted defensively, playing for a draw. Surrey's top-order batsmen played stoically, and Surrey had 5 wickets remaining with half an hour left to play. Walter Reed scored 94 runs for the visitors. Woods and Tyler then took 3 wickets in short order, and with 8 minutes to go Woods bowled out Reed. Woods then collected his 5th wicket of the innings in either the final or penultimate over of the day's play, and Somerset won by 130 runs. Somerset's victory was roundly praised in the national media, typified by a comment in the Standard that the victory finally settled any doubt which may have remained as to their right to stand in the first rank. Somerset's gate receipts for the match were by a wide margin the largest of the season. They collected over £233, equivalent to £30,000 in 2021, against Surrey, while their next highest total was £87, against Yorkshire. In their penultimate county championship match of the season, Somerset batted first in wet conditions and scored 255, including the team's only century of the season. Lionel Palairet scored exactly 100 runs. Woods and Tyler then bowled unchanged for just over 14 overs to bowl Gloucestershire out for 25, which was their lowest first-class total to that point. Batting again in the follow-on, Gloucestershire could not surpass Somerset's first innings total. Tyler claimed 10 wickets in the match, and Somerset won by an innings and 130 runs. Somerset's final game of the season was at home to Middlesex, who batted first and scored 254. In reply, Somerset could not avoid the follow-on. Despite a quick 65 runs from Hewitt, they fell 3 runs short with 172 and had to bat again. On a drying wicket which favoured the bowlers, Somerset were dismissed again for 124 runs. After a rain delay, Middlesex scored the necessary runs to win by 9 wickets. Somerset finished the county championship season with 5 wins, 6 losses and a draw, placing them joint 5th in the table with Kent. Team batting and bowling tables compiled by Cricket, a weekly record of the game, showed the overall weakness of Somerset's bowling attack. While they ranked 4th in the batting table, they were second from last, 8th, in the bowling averages. In the same summary, they noted that Somerset recorded a statistical quirk, as both the largest and smallest innings totals in that year's competition were scored against them. Surrey's 449 and Gloucestershire's 25. Regarding the 1891 county championship table, here are the positions: teams, players, wins, losses, draws, abandons, and points. 1. Surrey, 16, 12, 2, 2, 0, 10. 2. Lancashire, 16, 8, 4, 3, 1, 4. 3. Middlesex, 16, 8, 5, 3, 0, 3, 4. Nottinghamshire, 14, 5, 4, 5, 0, 1, 5. Kent, 16, 4, 5, 6, 1, -1, 5. Somerset, 12, 5, 6, 1, 0, -1. 7. Sussex, 14, 4, 7, 3, 0, -3. 8. Yorkshire, 16, 5, 10, 1, 0, -5. 9. Gloucestershire, 16, 2, 10, 4, 0, -8. Here are the dates, opponents, venues, and results. 18 to the 20th of May, Middlesex, A, Lords, London, drawn. 1 to the 2nd of June, Surrey, A, The Oval, London, lost by an innings and 375 runs. 9 to the 10th of July, Lancashire, H, County Ground, Taunton, lost by 9 wickets. 13 to the 14th of July, Kent, A, Moat Park, Maidstone, won by 5 wickets. 20 to the 22nd of July, Gloucestershire, H, County Ground, Taunton, won by 10 wickets. 23 to the 25th of July, Yorkshire, H, County Ground, Taunton, lost by 262 runs. 30 to the 31st of July, Kent, H, County Ground, Taunton, lost by 4 wickets. 6 to the 7th of August, Yorkshire, A, Park Avenue, Bradford, won by 6 wickets. 10 to the 12th of August, Lancashire, A, Old Trafford, Manchester, lost by 8 wickets. 13 to the 15th of August, Surrey, H, County Ground, Taunton, won by 130 runs. 17 to the 18th of August, Gloucestershire, A, College Ground, Cheltenham, won by an innings and 130 runs. 24 to the 26th of August, Middlesex, H, County Ground, Taunton, lost by 9 wickets. Regarding batting averages, here are the players, matches, innings, runs, averages, highest scores, 100s, and 50s. Lionel Palairet, 10, 19, 560, 31.11, 100, 1, 5. John Challen, 9, 16, 354, 25.28, 89, 0, 2. Richard Palairet, 10, 17, 266, 19.00, 74, 0, 1. Herbie Hewitt, 12, 22, 388, 18.47, 65, 0, 2. Sammy Woods, 11, 19, 330, 18.33, 50, 0, 1. Regarding bowling averages, here are the players, matches, deliveries, wickets, averages, PBIs, 5 Ws, and 10 WMs. Sammy Woods, 11, 2329, 72, 17.08, 649, 7, 1. George Nichols, 12, 2614, 49, 18.16, 533, 1, 0. Ted Tyler, 12, 2182, 48, 22.31, 5/10, 4, 1. In addition to their county championship fixtures, Somerset played one other first-class fixture, against the Marylebone Cricket Club, MCC. The side sent by the MCC was described as a very moderate side by Cricket, a weekly record of the game. While Somerset were missing Woods, Somerset batted first and scored 228, led by Fowler with 51 runs. The MCC then batted twice in a row, after being forced to follow on, and scored 114 and 140. Tyler took 9 wickets between the two innings, while Fowler took 6 in the second innings. Somerset won the match by 6 wickets after scoring the additional 28 runs needed in their second innings. Here is the date, opponents, venue, and result. 21 to the 22nd of August, Marylebone Cricket Club, H, County Ground, Taunton, won by 6 wickets. At the end of season annual general meeting, the Somerset Committee expressed their pleasure at both the playing and financial results for the season. Both subscriptions and gate receipts had increased, combining to over £1,000, equivalent to £120,000 in 2021. Their performance over the season was praised in the press. The Yorkshire Herald said Somerset have fully justified their fit inclusion in the first-class ranks, while similar sentiments were expressed in the Coventry Evening Telegraph and, more locally, the Bath Chronicle. In his book A History of Cricket, H. S. Saltham writes that, from the moment they appeared in the competition, Somerset won popularity as a sporting and attractive side. All the players except for Wilfred Young, who was travelling abroad, were expected to be available the following year. They noted the need for another professional bowler to support Nichols, Tyler, and Woods, and although they did not secure another such a professional, they did add Coote Headley, an amateur all-rounder with genuine bowling ability. In 1892, Somerset played a full fixture list against all of the other 8 first-class counties, and finished the season with 8 wins and 5 losses, placing third in the championship table, a position they would not equal again until 1958.